Welcome back.
Welcome back to Outdoors Brews and Barbecue.
Before we even start,
2023.
welcome back. I'm here to fuck shit up.
Oh man, we're already fucking up before we even start this episode. It's great. My voice is a little whacked out, guys, but it's due to the wonderful Kobe.
Sound like the Cuban Barry White.
As my New Year's was celebrated on a cruise, and then I got screwed over with this wonderful virus. But anyways,
what are you talking about? What virus?
You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, tonight we're just gonna be going over two beers, a beer/outdoor accessory.
Like Happy New Year.
Like
we're gonna make it short. We're gonna make it sweet. Yeah. We're gonna make it.
It's the original two.
Exactly.
Hyro and myself.
What up?
I just hear myself echoing somewhere in the background. I don't know what's up.
Oh my goodness.
No, not in my ears. Over there somewhere in the speaker. I don't know.
Trying to fix the audio. I guess that doesn't matter right now.
It's fixed. All right. So let's send these links up because apparently we forgot to send the darn links before we even start talking.
People who are on here who get on, who are going to listen through Apple Podcasts, Spotify. This is a bunch of jargon because, normally we send out links to people, let them know, hey, look, we're going live. We do go live on YouTube and Twitch. Right now, we're still trying to send it out to people, let them know we're on live on both.
I'm shooting those links out. I'm shooting links out real quick.
But, all right, so it has been a new year. I know we're already, 14 days? Not even 14 days.
It's been 20 days exactly since the last time we launched an episode.
Oh, I mean, it's 18 days into the year.
18 days into the year.
18 days
20
into
days
the year.
Since I've shot anything out to the podcast.
We still here.
We still live.
We still alive.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But from the good old favorite restaurant of choice, I do have the first beer of the evening. First beer of the evening is from BJ's, the restaurant. Shout out to Mike.
BJ's Brew House. Just alone BJ's.
We're going to be tasting the BJ's Zanny Citrus Hazy IPA with an APV of 7.4% and a 50 IBU. They typically come in little 16-ounce cans, from what I can understand here in the description, even though he gave me 12-ounce cans. But I'm guessing what he meant is it's served in a 16-ounce serve scenario. But let's start off with can number one. Oh, this is not gassy at all. All right. Might just be I can't hear Jack because I got headphones on my ear.
Dropping cups already.
Already dropping cups, bro. I started pre-gaming before we
Happy
went live.
New Year.
Happy 2023.
I'm just grabbing the can because it's me.
Yeah. And Chen said he didn't want too much, so I'm going to pour that cup for me. What the hell am I going to put? For those of y'all watching, y'all probably think, look at this idiot. He can't even hold a cup.
What the hell's going on with you over there?
It's all right, bro. It's been a crazy day. I've been all over the place.
That's fair. That's fair, Papo. That's fair.
I was looking at a speed racer down 152nd to get here.
Yeah, I heard it was a little trafficky.
Miami
traffic has been crazy.
I wanted to install a grenade launcher in the front of my car.
Yo, be like Mad Max.
Like there you go. That's exactly it. Either Mad Max or what's this movie called? Death Race.
Oh, damn. Death Race. What was the one? No, that's Running Man. I was just thinking of the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Chen.
Yo, be ready. And then we have a half can here that's still available. You haven't opened up the other one?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit. Okay. Bueno.
Hey,
let me put this can.
It's booze, bro.
I'll put this can back in the camera. So, let's look at the description here, what we got for this hazy IPA. New England style hazy IPA, the best unfiltered with a full-bodied mouthful of Cascades.
It sounds like me right there. Unfiltered with a Cascade.
Unfiltered with a full-body mouthfeel of Cascades, Cashmere, and Citra hops. Interesting. Contribute big citrus and tropical fruits. Flavor across the palate. Mild sweetness up to the front. Balanced, refreshing, smooth hop. And some bitterness to finish it off. All right. Chan's nodding his head over there.
I still haven't tasted it.
Ooh. You were going like that?
Wait. Oh my.
This is actually very smooth
That's
for
not bad.
a single IPA or a single hazy IPA.
I think Chen's number is not bad. To be honest,
It's a
I'm
respectful
probably
number.
close to it.
3.5 is not bad. 3.5 out of 5 is a decent number to give it.
I definitely would have this in the fridge.
Yeah, I would have this on reserve for sure. I'm just glad that this is easy to get because I can just go to the restaurant and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And they sell you a 6-pack right there. I believe the 6-pack was $10.
And like being an IPA definitely doesn't have like that strong IPA feel.
Nope.
Like it goes like you get it for a brief moment and it just disintegrates, just gone.
The camera is deceiving because if I'm looking at it on the TV here in front of us, and
inflect,
and that color you see on that camera isn't the color I'm seeing with my naked eye.
Yeah, that's not what you see with your naked eye.
It's not what I see with my naked eyeballs.
Exactly. Like, what are you seeing with your eyeballs?
I see a slightly darker tone to that light yellowish tone you see there.
Okay. Okay.
What about you, Hyro? What do you get?
Well, I already told you. It was like it's not giving you that crazy hoppiness that you would get normally from an IPA. Being a hazy IPA, you would expect a little more.
I mean, it could also be that
smoother.
I started off with a double IPA before we went live, and
So did I. And some
my
vodka.
mouth had some additional hoppiness, and I feel like this hazy is really light.
Hey,
really
look,
smooth.
we're starting a new year. Let's not talk about mouths, okay? No.
Just put it in your mouth.
In your mouth.
Aye.
Yo,
Throwback right there.
that is a lot of words.
Yo, what is up with that?
Nothing we care about. Ben's fanbot. Yes.
Okay. Sure.
So, yeah. So, like I was saying, sorry, I'm still okay. We started the new year. We were a little reckless starting off. We did not have our links and nothing set up. So we are. If it looks like you're looking at us live, we're just like looking down and not looking up and not.
We're trying to get the links out.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
We apologize, everyone. People that are listening through Spotify and podcast, I apologize for this. It's just a bunch of banter like we always got. But all right, so back to the hazy IPA.
Back to the hazy IPA. For it being a 12-ounce can single hazy IPA, having a 7% APV, I feel is very smooth. I feel like I can have this with pretty much anything. It's refreshing. So on a hot summer day, I'll still have this beer, even though it is a seasonal right now, from what I understood. So it might be only available for the next 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, this is perfect for like the Miami kind of between our quote unquote winters, even though it has been a bit cold, which I have loved.
Yo, these last few days I've been loving it.
I have been adoring it.
I've been loving it.
It was colder.
I get to have a laugh every day as I watch people wear jackets.
Thank you, everyone jumping in on chat.
That still have dust on the shoulders.
Yeah.
They just took their shit out of the closet because it was too cold outside. They walked outside and they forgot to undust that shit.
No, in this moment, I was just going outside and just cut off and shorts, enjoying life.
Yeah, but
because I love the cold.
Saturday was respectful.
Bobble, hey, still not cold enough for me. I need it colder.
Saturday was respectful. I went out in shorts to walk the dog, but I had a jacket on. Yeah.
No, I love the cold. Like I'm from the we're both from the north. I think
I lived in DC for a good minute.
I was born in New York.
Yeah.
I'm used to cold weather. So for me, it's when it gets cold, I get happy. I wear jackets like most people see me wear jackets when it gets like 60 degrees. It's only because that it's the only time I can wear them. The only time I could wear them. It doesn't mean that I'm actually cold. It's more a fashion thing. Now, if you're telling me like me at home, I'm probably dressed less than anyone like until it hits below. And I go by Celsius. So like if it hits like 32 degrees below, that's when you see me like maybe like put on a jacket. Like this whole
Bro,
time,
that's freezing temperature, bro. That's zero. That's 0 Celsius.
0 Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, I know.
So for me, that's when it starts getting cold.
Ah, carajo. Okay.
Like naturally, like everything above that is just me just playing because I can handle heat, I can handle cold very well. But like when it gets below that, that's when I start like, okay, that's when I really need to. At home, I walk around barefoot, shorts, like cut off all day, windows open, like go outside, do what I need to, like no problem. And this beer definitely will go with me.
I mean, I'll have this beer no matter what the climate is.
That was gonna say,
I've been thinking in the back of my head as you've been talking about climate. What steak would I
La
put this with?
clima, a steak. I don't know.
Damn.
I feel like I'd have this with chicken, like a good
I can
barbecue
have-
chicken.
I can have it with a
Not
good
barbecue like barbecue sauce chicken, just like a good like fried like put on a Barbie chicken, like
Bro, I was thinking
with
about
like
having more of a slightly charred exterior
exactly that's
sirloin
Levis-
steak
ah
with a nice, smooth, medium interior.
you
So
know
that
me,
it's
I'm all about
juicy.
rare.
I know you like your shit raw. You practically like it still alive. Yeah.
Oh, I saw a video on Instagram the other day. I should have sent it to you. And I was like, this is how I like it because they literally just had it and it was like super red in the middle, but they still had the outside like nice and like cooked. And I was like, oh, that's perfection. that is
man.
perfection. Like it got to be red. It still got to be wiggling for me. Like that's
I mean, if we want to talk about the barbecue section already, we had a visitor in a prior episode who came with a nice little mini barbecue,
oh, the acorn.
the acorn. You know, truth be told, eventually the acorn landed in my house.
Of course it did. It had to.
No, and
I
it's
think, hey, look, when we were showing it off on that episode, I was even tempted to purchase one. I was like, I don't need one right now.
I had to wait forever for the darn thing after I ordered it because I wanted the darn thing blue. I didn't want it red. I didn't want it black. I didn't want it gray. Those were the colors that were immediately available. And the darn blue had a 2-month back order.
And, you know, a lot of people like that blue.
But
That blue
as
wasn't
soon-
bad though.
As soon as I got to the house, I put it together, and I left it built because at that point was when we left on this trip on the cruise that I went on, and then the first 2-3 days after we got back, I was like, all right, time to test the shit out. I've never messed with a barbecue this small. I don't want to over fry. I don't want to overkill what I got. But let me tell you that if you are that type of individual who likes to keep the seasoning that you put onto the food you're going to cook,
Mhm.
putting that nice little ceramic palette in the middle of that acorn egg
Yeah.
really keeps the direct heat away, circulates the heat. So it allows you to keep that nice seasoning you added onto it.
So it doesn't just like drip off or do any like
Exactly. It's not direct heat. So you don't
most
have
people
to be
try
there
to
constantly
like barbecue
watching
their
it.
first time and they always got that like drippage and like
Yeah.
no. You gotta pan it right. You gotta know when to flip
The
it.
only
This will keep that heat like nice, like como like if you have it in the oven.
right.
Probably like if you got it in the oven, you gotta sit in right.
The only
Okay.
thing I did learn for sure was that you need to make sure the charcoal is very well lit. Not just lit, because I know it was lit, but you need that thing to be very well lit
That's fair.
because
It's heat.
it took time for the charcoal to get to a level where I felt it was cooking the meat how I wanted it to. Because it's not direct heat. Remember, we're
Yeah.
trying to use this like a conventional oven type scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So you're circulating the heat around, and it took
That's why it looks like
longer
an
than I
acorn.
expected for a barbecue that's only 15 inches in diameter.
That's why like the scientific just the way it's made, just like acorn, that's perfect. Like you have
Right.
coal under, it's supposed to spread the heat around. So when you have the plate in there, it goes and it just spreads
And
like if you keep it correct.
its looks are deceiving because you would think a barbecue that small does not weigh. Bullshit.
Pesa.
That thing weighs a decent 38 to 45 pounds.
All right. That's actually pretty. That is like thinking about those aluminum little barbecues that sometimes people grab. Like it ain't that
it ain't that little piece of shit you buy at 7-Eleven. All right.
or Publix.
Or Publix.
You know, those people who don't live in the South, you know, Publix is a supermarket.
I
that we
mean,
have down here.
oh, bro,
That's a celebrity.
respectfully, Publix has grown. You know, there's
It's still
one
in the South. It hasn't gone like
they're in
north.
Tennessee.
They were in Alabama when I went, but that's still
All right.
the South.
You're right, still the South. They ain't in New York, is what you're saying. Got it.
Exactly.
They
Until
ain't-
New
they
York
ain't-
gets it, and they really
They ain't in Boston. They ain't
get
in
to
Chicago.
taste a Publix, a pub sub
I had one for lunch.
chicken. Ugh. Ugh. Talk about deliciousness right there.
Yeah, bro. I swung by and picked up a chicken tender sub
Oh,
about 4 hours ago, just knowing that I was going to be here drinking with y'all tonight. So
I gotta love my chicken tender sub,
the Italian,
buffalo sauce.
the Italian ain't bad either.
That most of them aren't bad. The jerk chicken,
I haven't had the jerk chicken.
the jerk, ooh, amazing.
Okay.
I love it. They have it every once in a while. It should be in right now, I think. Haven't checked. Because I was just saying, just because your boy loves the stuff spicy. So I was going to say just my chicken tender. Normally I get the buffalo sauce. Then I'm like, jalapenos. And they're like, extra jalapenos. Because
So hold up. What's your favorite state again?
my favorite state?
Yeah.
What do you mean? New York. What?
You do. Yeah. You say it. There's a specific way you say it.
Because I'm from there.
Yeah.
Leave me alone, all right?
Oh.
I'm
All right,
being
man.
made fun of on chat right now because they asked me just to say New York again.
All right. Chen gave this beer a 3.5. I'm gonna give this beer a solid 4 because I like its smoothness.
Smooth. Actually, this is...
Respectfully, I'm gonna leave it at a 3.75.
Shut up, Rachel.
I'm gonna leave it at a 3.75.
No more.
I mean, that last beer that we loved was from New York.
Shut up, everyone. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Oh.
I spent, I guess, a good chunk of my life here in Miami. But, raised mostly in New York. So,
New York.
yeah, leave me alone. There's other words I say sometimes that you guys make fun of me of. I hate y'all.
There are a few, but there are those.
They
few
still
that
comes
we-
out just because I grew up with. So I'm with Chen. Like, this is a 3.5 for me. Definitely enjoy it. I definitely would have this. This is definitely something. That's what I was talking about earlier with the weather, the way it is right now.
Do you still have that other can over there?
Empty.
Oh shit!
This is the second one. So with this weather, like it's like
It does have a slight floral scent to it.
I don't smell shit. I just drink it.
I just want to make sure I got my nose back.
Oh my gosh. We're still dealing with the that extra buddy in life right now.
Yeah. I got my taste buds back. That was interesting when I had
100,
both of
yeah.
them gone simultaneously.
For real? Let's see. I have not experienced that. So
Bro, I started off with losing sense of smell first.
don't start with me, Rachel Rocks.
I lost sense of smell first, and then within 24 hours after loss of sense of smell, I lost the sense of taste. And about 72 hours after the whole shit began, I got them both back, but slowly.
All right. Yeah, we know people that still don't have their smell back
Yeah.
and taste. Actually,
Well, let me tell you that when I couldn't smell anything, that was real freaking interesting. I was like, bro, what is
I can't
this?
even think about that. Like, I luckily have not gone through that. I was like, I can't even think about that because I have a good sense of smell. I have decent sense of taste. Like, so it's like if I lose it, it's like I can't smell. Like, I do not know how I would function. I would function, but like mentally, like thinking about it, like you lose something, and then it's like lose a sense. Thinking about it, like how will I function next? Like, what are my next moves at that moment? Now I can't smell, I can't taste. So what? Feed me garbage?
It was interesting. It was like the day after I did the testing of the little mini char griller, Acorn, and all of a sudden now
Yo, chat want to fight me right now.
coffee.
Screw yeah. Not saying any of those words. Those are words I keep away from every morning at work.
That's why you tell me colada instead of
Mhm.
coffee. I got you. Coffee.
How's that caffeination?
Caffeination? That's your morning nitro gas.
Bacon egg.
Hey, you can say that one normally, though. Bacon.
A chopped cheese. Get it? Chopped cheese, baby.
Oh, bro. So we gave it a 3.5 for you two. I gave it a 3.75. I think it would go great with a nice minorly charged sirloin steak. You say chicken.
I think it's more with chicken. Like I don't see myself eating this with steak.
Well,
I guess
you don't eat this. You drink this.
You know what I mean, motherfucker. But but yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna eat this with stuff. I'm not gonna have this. Like I don't see myself having. Like I can have it with steak. I can see myself with con churrasco.
Yeah, I can do that too.
Like that I do.
I
See.
can do
Just
that
like
too.
a little thinner. Like like it's skirt steak. Like that's basically what we. Like so, I can see with that. But like when I think steak, I think thick cut, and I was like, nah, not something I would drink with that. I would want
Okay.
something more fuller, like something that gives me a little more like it adds kick to a steak,
Okay.
like the portion of the cut. So I definitely would have a churrasco. You throw a churrasco on there, yeah.
Would you
Perfect.
have it with a filet mignon?
No, hell no.
All right.
Filet mignon, no. You gotta have something with a filet mignon. I feel like you need something that has a little sweetness to it, just because it adds to it. Like I think, like when I think of a beer, when you have it with certain type of meat, certain cut, or even even if depending on what you're eating, it doesn't have to be meat. It could be veggies. Like you got to think about what you're having, because everything has its own kind of flavor palette, and you have to think about, hey, does this fit that flavor palette? Are we smoking it? Are we grilling it? Are we putting it into an acorn and having it just like rotate the heat like we have it in the oven and have it bake nicely? Like, so it all depends.
That's right. You do need to consider in what style the food itself is made, whether it's chicken, fish, steak, pork, whatever type of meat it is that you're putting into the scenario. The style in which it is cooked does matter. And
Yeah.
what you laughing about now?
Because they're asking like what kind of beer you drinking. And I was like, I guess they just came in because we had to send everyone. So we're having what's called the Zany Citrus Hazy IPA from BJ's Brewhouse. And it's all with Z's. So it's ZANY, ZITRUS, and then HAZY IPA.
And I've drank most of that cup, so I'm sorry, guys, if you can't really see much of what's left.
Yeah.
But transitioning from that beer that we are drinking now.
I already drank like 1.5.
Yeah, I drank
Yay,
2/3 of one alone. Because there's 2 more beers that we're still drinking, even though one of these is
Lager
a repeater.
Pilsner does sound good with a skirt steak, but this one actually would do very well with that, because being an IPA, compared, like normally when you think of an IPA, you think of something just very extremely bitter from the start when you're drinking it. This has, this is what I was talking about earlier. It has a smoother,
hoppiness.
And it will actually give a good skirt steak. Like it would add like, I wouldn't say sweetness, but
it's a counterbalance to the taste that you're gonna get from that skirt steak.
Not just I'm trying to think of the word. And see, we need a chef here, someone who cooks.
Oh, it's something that can accompany. It's something that can accompany the steak well.
Yeah, it does. Because like this, I feel like this one will do a skirt steak, not a steak, a skirt steak. Yes. So I personally feel like steak, not so much. Skirt steak, tú sabes, you're out there. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, bro. You want an alcohol?
Being cubanazo ahí out there somewhere in the forest somewhere.
Bro.
You can have your churrasco with this, and that bitterness will add to the skirt steak.
Yo mato la vaca. Cut the steak out.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you mention being out there in the wilderness, or being out there in your backyard, or being out there on a boat, catching some sun down here in South Florida, very common scenario. I see the damn boats driving down the highway every frickin' day. There's a meme that floated around for a while now that we're talking about boats, and this is a quick side shit of an idiot who put the boat trailer on top of the pickup truck as he was driving down the Palmetto.
Welcome to the Palmetto.
Instead of pulling the boat trailer.
Wait,
with
so
the pickup
we're
truck.
getting some legit. Okay. Let's see. IPA is not bitter. Well, okay, so we have to. Okay, what was the IPA? Normally, people try out the first time that it's like extremely bitter, and this
So
is why we go by.
for those
Um,
individuals who are not familiar 100% with IPAs, right, and you're getting just into the
well, they are
ballgame.
familiar. They, I can tell you right now, person in chat right now knows her stuff.
Okay, I don't know who that person is.
That is someone I know
By the
for a while.
nickname, I don't know who it is. So the fact that you know who she is and you know she knows her stuff.
This
For the
sparkles to my
individuals
stars.
who are starting having IPAs, Hop Gun by Funky Buddha is an IPA that you can find almost anywhere, but its hoppiness is very strong.
And that's what we
Yeah.
go by technically, because that's what normally when people try to get people into IPAs, that's what they give them, which we always say it's like the worst thing that they could give anyone that's never had that type of beer.
Okay, interesting. We should meet.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. By all
There's
means,
people right here.
come to an episode if you're locally here.
No, they
No?
are not.
Well, if you're not local here, then I guess we got to take a trip.
We have drank a lot of beers. That's why I was like, trust me, they know their stuff too.
Okay, okay, good to know.
But I was like, it's in the sense of our show. Normally, the basis is what we're talking about. People put them on that beer. It's extremely bitter, and then there's like, what the hell, and they don't want it.
And they never want to touch an IPA
that's the
again
case.
because they feel like the IPA, no matter what style of IPA they're about to encounter, is expected to be a tremendous hoppy flavor. And I agree with you. I don't believe in that because are there decent IPAs? Yes. Are there great double IPAs? Yes. Are there awesome triple IPAs? Yes.
Inflect, I'm down. One day we're gonna go up there. You're gonna take me to all them places.
Downtown Atlanta? Because there was a barbecue place there that I love to go to.
Oh,
them son of a bitches closed down, and I don't know if they're back up or not. So if they are back up, that'll be awesome to know. They are called Twin Smokers. They're right across from the Atlantis Aquarium. If I'm not mistaken, they're about 2 blocks down.
Come on, Papa, you shaking too much.
Hey,
You thinking too
I've
much
also
about that?
I've also had too much coffee. I've also had too much coffee today. It's all good.
Like, welcome back. But no, does no stuff. We do have sometimes we have to remind people where we're at when it comes to IPAs. IPAs is always a different thing. You got different flavors. When we talk about IPAs, we always go by, and I forget the damn beer. That's why they're like pointing at you
Hop
right
Gun.
now. Yeah, it's Hop Gun, which normally give people like that is the worst beer you give most newcomers to IPAs. And Hop Gun, no matter who you are, you ever taste that? That's a goddamn bitter beer.
I'll have Hop Gun now. Now that
it's not floral, it's bitter. Like, let's be real.
And
like, I like it.
It's
I
very
enjoy
hoppy.
it, but I like that type of taste. But the thing is, that's not what you should.
That's not where you
people.
should start when you're.
This actually you can
IPAs.
introduce to people, and I feel like they'd be fine.
Yeah,
definitely like someone who has not had a beer, and or has different beers but have not gone into the IPA. Hey, look, try this. Little lighter, little lower. It does have florals. Like, it does have like what you were talking about in Flight. A lot of it. It just has it in a very like calm down mode of it.
Okay, I can agree with that. You still drinking that kid?
Probably this is the second one.
Oh, I was about to say. Anyways,
we already have 2 beers. I gotta be
Still
drinking as much
talking-
as I can.
still talking about beer, but exploring beer on the go, so you can enjoy beer on the outside. You can enjoy beer by the barbecue. You can enjoy
By the
beer
Bobby.
at a campsite. You can enjoy beer at a national park. You can enjoy beer at the park on a picnic table because you're in a family gathering. Right. I came across this company about 6 months ago or a little bit over 6 months ago when they were still doing a Kickstarter. I liked it, but I was like, whatever. I didn't order anything through the Kickstarter, but I liked the design. I liked the idea.
I love the design. I know what you're talking about. I freaking love the goddamn design of this.
As the year went
Sexy.
along in 2022 and Black Friday approached, their website was up, their Instagram was up, and I got an advertisement from them on Instagram. And when I saw the advertisement and I saw the sale they had going on for Black Friday, I was like, shit, I might as well go ahead and order one because I want to try it out. It's called the Square Keg. Right? if for those of you who've never seen a square keg, I'm gonna remove my cup here, remove my beer, and I
Move the
literally
other
have.
beer. Hold on, I'll hold that.
I'm gonna finish that off right now. Yeah.
Go polish that off. Chen is like, where's my next beer? Right, Chen? Yo.
I ended up ordering one of these things during the holiday, and I'm gonna move it back so we can see the whole thing here in the camera. So if you look, yep, that whole thing is in the camera. Perfect. It's got a little rubber tip right now on the front so that it doesn't drip, as it currently has 128 ounces of a double IPA. It fits exactly 128, so 2 64-ounce growlers. On the top here, you see the mini CO2 tank to go ahead and apply the pressure to your beer.
Get your papas.
All right. When I bought it during the special, it came with the knob, the little draft knob that you see right there right now.
You're a knob. Okay.
All right. I have it covered because I don't want it to leak on the table.
Yeah.
It also came with the hose, how you would see a traditional, 80-ounce, etc. 80, what is it? 80 serving keg? They call it 80 something. 80 what? It was the one that Mike wanted me to buy.
I don't know.
But
I'm not even sure. Like,
it's the size keg you would put into a mini fridge.
Yeah,
right?
The little, like the ones you normally get,
like the ones you get at Total
in a market.
Right.
Some markets, the little tanks.
But for something that I could consider having for on the go or go to a family gathering or go to a party.
I would say just someone who loves cars in general. When you showed me a photo of that, I was just like, that looks like a gas tank. Or the top.
I mean,
I was like,
you're right.
I was like, yo,
you
showed me, and I was just like, no, but I was just, I love the design.
Now that you mentioned that shit, because when I saw that, now that you mentioned it, and I'm looking at the website here,
I feel like
it looks exactly like the freaking gas tank that used to be on top of the lawnmower I used to have in the Redlands.
And I saw that, and I was just like, I like that. Like, I just like that. That, for me, being a car guy, like working on cars, I was just like, I freaking like that. I wish you would have told me about this earlier, because you got it at a discount. Lucky you.
I mean, the only thing that I haven't received out of the order is the bag. All right, the bag, there's a bag that covers the entire tank. Haven't read 100% the description. I just know the bag covers the tank and it has 3 pockets in the back to carry additional CO2 cartridges, right? Ready to pull out and pop down to the tank. And then it has a pocket on the front in case you're going to store the hose or store anything else if you're going to use it as a traditional keg. Right. Price-wise, for 128 ounces, I think it's a little high. When I got this on Black Friday, it was on sale. It was for the bundle that I got, it was $150 off the price.
But I feel like for the quality of holding it, it's a little different. It's one of those things. It sucks nowadays that we have to purchase things online. We don't know the quality of something until we get it.
Correct.
And I feel like when I didn't get to play with it till today, right. And I grabbed it and I was just like, yeah, I want that. Like, I would pay that or more.
And then they have it.
That is something, like, it does have, like, good, high quality. Like, that, like, literally, like, you grab it, and it's like, oh, that fucking bitch is cold.
Yeah, well, now that we're on video, for those of you who actually watch the video on YouTube or on, what was the other one we use, Twitch? I don't even know anymore.
Like, we are on Twitch, YouTube Live. Those on chat, those don't on chat. Those that listen through podcast, through Spotify, it's one of those things. Again,
it's one of those things that sometimes, if you want to see some of this stuff,
I don't think you gave the name yet, because I can't give the people on the podcast and the Spotify the name yet until you do.
Oh, about the keg?
Yeah. What's the name of the company?
The company's called Square Keg.
Square Keg. There you go.
Square Keg, 128 ounces. Comes with the CO2 chamber, pressure meter, knob on the basic package. They also have a nitro version. The nitro version is slightly pricier. Right?
What does the nitro version have compared to this one?
Let's find out, because I have the website right in front of my face. The only thing I see different in that is the knob.
Ooh, that looks like a full straight up, like, bartender's tap. Like, you know, the
Yep.
Compared to what you got, like that looks okay, but
that looks even nicer. But without accessories or anything, that SquareOne Nitro Edition is $399.
y'all really gotta like some beer for that.
Y'all really gotta like beer if you're gonna buy that.
But
I'm gonna go ahead and pour some
that looks nice.
beer
I like
into
that
my
because
cup
it's
right
like
here.
it's like a brushed aluminum look. Like I kind of like that. Like that.
I feel like I gotta apply more pressure to this thing. That thing's pouring slow.
But see, I don't expect anything crazy coming out from this thing. Like it's simple.
I mean, right now it's loaded with committed double IPA from
BJ's Brew
Brewhouse.
House.
Yeah. So as you can see right there in the cup, still has a little bit of head.
Don't talk about me again like that.
Aye.
Oi.
It's portable. It's remotely lightweight, unless you can't carry. You want?
Of course I want. Like you over here pouring committed, and you think I don't want any? Even though I had some before the show, I know how it tastes. And also the carbonation, actually not too bad, but it does have a knob for it, so you have to know how you're going to serve it. So I would definitely recommend if you are going to get one of these.
On this thing.
I would definitely play with the knob for the CO2.
I would definitely play with the knob for the CO2
before you serve other people.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what type of beer you have in there, how it's going to taste coming out if you're trying to go for a certain type of flavor.
Each beer has a different
CO2.
density, so each beer is going to go through the hose that's in there differently.
That's good. We still got to drink one more and drink a lot.
You drank a lot already?
I've been drinking a lot.
Oh, come on, Iro. The first beer wasn't that bad.
Bro, I had like 1.5. And then I had one of these. And then I had.
I'm going to check this out later on when I get to the house. Because that's pouring a whole lot weaker than what it was 2 days ago when I first tried it out.
Not too bad.
Not too bad? I mean, Committed's always been respectful. We had it on a prior episode, so I'm not going to go into details 100% with this beer. The content of this section of the podcast was more about, let's talk about SquareOne, right? SquareOne is a mini keg you can have with you on the go. Portable, lightweight. If you get it at a promotional price like I did, reasonably priced for what you're getting. Accessories that are available for it. They sell their CO2 mini cartridges available on there. They sell their party tap system, which is about a 4-foot hose with the traditional keg tap. They can just pour straight into.
Talking about my hose like that.
They have the 16-gram CO2 cartridges. They have available 6-packs, 50 packs at $125. The 6-packs are $14, and then their 12 packs are $24. Guys, those of you who are listening, we are not sponsored by SquareOne in any way.
We are not sponsored at all.
All right.
It's just the love.
It is just the passion, the love for drinking beer, drinking some drinks.
Until we are sponsored, that's about that money. But then again, it's about sponsored things we like once we get to that route.
100%. And then
because we will not ever tell you to get something you should not get if it's crap.
You got that right.
Because you know,
so
I ain't about that.
The one that I ordered here, this bundle,
this bundle
that I got on Black Friday,
party cheese, what?
It came with the party tap system, came with the brass faucet and tap handle system. All right, each one of those two components individually, the brass handle system is $99. The party tap system is $79. All right.
Okay.
If you want a bag to carry the tank on the go, that's $49.
You're still waiting for that, right?
I'm still waiting for that.
Actually, that bag doesn't look too bad either.
It has a pocket on the front.
Unfortunately, we can't show you what we're looking at. You go on the website, you can see this. I'm looking at it through his iPad.
So this is how we have it set up now. So that's how it would look.
Yes.
But this is how it would be if we were right now fishing out there.
That looks great.
And then on the back, you have 3 pockets to fit 3 CO2 cartridges, so that you're ready to roll. And
stars, we're getting this.
Right.
I'm getting this, and I'm bringing it to Atlanta.
All right. Again, for their system overall, It right now they have the SquareOne mini keg bundle at $299. It comes with
Oh, that's not. It's kind of what you got.
almost what I got. You're just paying about $70 more than I did.
That's not too bad.
So, and that
Looking at what we got right there, that's not too bad.
that's not too bad. And then you can either choose standard tap, $269, ultimate bundle, everything you saw there, or the party tap, which then is $249, and it just comes with a hose.
You don't need a hose. I feel like that
The
bundle right
ultimate
there,
bundle, I think, is what you should go for.
just to fill up. Like the whole thing is just a hose, like trying to put into a drink. That's more. I feel like if you're a college boy, kind of like, oh yeah, let's fill up that. Yeah, that's fine. You get the hose and it goes straight. This is. I feel like you could be the more refined college boy or girl. You know what? Let me not. Girl, boy, whatever you want to choose to be, you can put it out there.
The college individual.
College individual.
All right. But another reason why I got this is because every time I go to a family gathering, all they have is piss in the cooler. So I like to bring my own type of beers, and I rather just have something like this where I can just have it on top of the table, go over, pour my beer, go back, continue with what we're doing.
And I like that you can get a beer from a beer place you enjoy.
Exactly.
And you can actually get it. Well, depends on the place.
Depends on the place, because
you gotta say, hey, look, could you
I'm
fill
not
this
gonna
up?
put my man. I'm not gonna put my man on microphone.
No, I'm not talking about it. It's a, you can go to the place and, hey, look, could you fill this up? They tell you no. Hey, look, how can I buy a couple growlers? How many growlers will it take to fill this up? And then you can buy those growlers. Serve them up. And like, all right, got
the
you.
answer to that question will be 2 64-ounce growlers.
There you go.
All right, that's
2 64-ounce growlers. So you'd be like, hey, look, can I get this? Can I get a growler right now? I'll come back and I'm gonna pour it into something else. Go get it poured again, pour it back in, and then now the trick is you have to figure out what that CO2 is with that knob.
Yeah, I gotta figure out the
flavor
pressure.
You have on there. You have to figure out the CO2 knob on there.
I mean, I just released some of the pressure now to see if that helps out on the next pour. It does have a little
before.
Very important. If you guys do get this, read the instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Do not allow the CO2 cartridge to go flying across the room, stab your TV, or get you in the gut.
Yeah.
There is a pressure release knob on the top below the CO2 cartridge. All right. Not only can you use this for beer, I did watch a couple of YouTube videos before I started putting this thing into use. My wife makes poison cocktails. I can actually put those cocktails into this thing and just serve it right through the hose. Yeah.
I just think like every time you like put hose, I was thinking like literally put hose. Like
No, the hose.
I was like, what?
The hose.
Hose, what are we having on the television?
La manguera.
La manguera ahí.
All right.
All right. So
anyways.
So we got, what is it next? We only had 2 beers.
I mean, I'm gonna
technically we already have 2 beers this show. We've already drank one. Technically we had a third. Chen is sneaking away.
Chen's got to piss. That first beer hit him hard.
Nah.
But if I do move on to the third beer that's on the show, this beer is Belgian. Let's move this keg out of the way here a little bit. Let's put, actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it right here so I can cover.
Like a lot of us actually would know this type of beer because this name is not that out there for most of us.
I feel like I never heard this beer until yesterday.
And I think they do make.
They have multiple beers. This isn't their only
beer. What is it that's made? That drink that people drink, Malta.
Oh,
they do make Malta.
That brand. That's where I seen that brand.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's why I was like, this has like a, because a lot of beer brands, they do make the at least Latin American ones, Caribbean ones, they make different.
I was thinking in my head, where the hell have I seen this logo? I've seen this logo before. And it didn't cross my damn head.
Chame, right. Whatever you want to call it.
Chime? Yeah, chime.
Say it in Spanish.
Chime?
Chime.
Chimay?
Chime. All of you have different ways of saying. There you go. I love like 3 people like ba 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 ba.
Damn, that was quick.
Look at that.
That's right. It is brewed by monks. Damn. All right, she's on check. All right, I like that because I read all that. I read all that earlier on.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Chat knows what's up.
Chat knows what's up. The one that we have here today is the Grande Reserve.
TT.
What's up?
The TT is. Oh, sorry. Inflict on chat has to come on the show one night and explain that story. If we have a chimay otra vez.
Oh, for sure. I just got to figure out where the hell I can order this shit from because I got this.
Pablo, come on. We
You're
are resourceful people. We can do this.
We got resourceful people. We can figure it out. Apparently, this one specifically is more of a holiday reserve. From what I understood, a friend of ours was able to get a few of these. He hooked me up with 2 of them. That looks like a 1-liter bottle, if I'm not mistaken. All right. As I was reading into the beer, it's a beautiful, warm, dark hues of Chimay Grande Reserve, and it is compact, light brown head put into a
don't talk about me again like that.
Show. Aye. But I put that beer on top of the cooler for no reason because I have a bottle in front of the cam, and the bottle that we're gonna drink is in the cooler.
Woo!
All right.
We need it cold
because I ain't drinking that shit warm. All right. We ain't in. Yeah, let me not throw bombs to other locations. I was gonna say some stupidity, but I'll keep it in my mouth. Just
look. All we do is talk about stupidity. That is our life.
You're right.
We got. I'm about to pop bottles like a balls.
We got PhDs in talking shit. But I love how on their website it has a wheel of flavors. All right, so
which is great.
Which is great because not most beer companies have that.
It's great, but it's like, what is it? What's the word? It is very.
Oh, it's
nice. Great, but then like, what are you comparing it to? Oh my god,
yeah, it's got a nice color.
Amazing. That's for Chen.
Chen, hand that over that way. Chen is like, oh.
What do you think, Chen? What do you think? Chen's already smelling it. Like, look at that.
So caramel.
Chen's never on the camera, even though he should be on the camera. He should be here talking with us.
I don't know why he doesn't have a damn microphone over there by the control panel.
He said he's have a microphone on his side. Chen is doing a lot of crazy work. He's telling us that he's doing a lot of work and we should shut the fuck up. Is basically what he's saying. I
see that.
He does.
As far as the flavors grid they have on it. Now it's me. The flavor.
Oh, it's for me? Perfect.
No, give me that shit.
What?
Serve me some more.
The bottle.
Serve me some more just in case. No, yeah, I want that. Chen, you want any more? You good? All right. So as far as the wheel flavors is categorized into toast, bread, chocolate, hop, sugar, alcohol, barley, bitterness, acidity, spices, fruits, flour, caramel, and I believe I already said toast, but toast is the last one, the wheel. Based on the description here, we got caramel, we got chocolatey, we got a 3 out of 5 on sugar, we got a 4 out of 5 on alcohol, we got a 3 out of 5 on barley. Bitterness only has a 1, acidity has a 1, spices has a 1, fruits has a 0, flour has a 0.
No frutas, no flour.
Caramel has a 3 out of 5, toast has 0, bread has 0.
This tastes like an alcoholic Malta. You just like that? I already had like one for both. Like, you late, bro. You can keep reading.
It smells great. Damn, I know just a chef to take this to.
This tastes good though. Like, again, saw the name and I was like, oh, the Malta.
Bro, this does taste like Malta.
It does, but in a good way. Like, it's that because they take. Wow. So normally the way Malta is supposed to be made, Like they're supposed to take away, like it's that the everything else that's left over on a beer. So it's like, oh, what you don't use on a beer, they make a malta because they don't want to waste things.
This
So
does not taste bad for having 9% alcohol.
oh, it's even in my numbers.
It's in our league. It's in our beyond the
Talking
7.5.
about us again, Chen. Hmm? Chen, what do you think? You just swirling it, just like taking a sip, having a good
chugging
time.
it down, bro.
He's
Chen's
having
almost
a
done with that
good
cup.
time. Chen's just like, what?
3.5.
That's it? All right.
That's what scares me is that it
So
does not
Chen
taste.
is saying currently that he's giving it a 3.5 because he expects it to the flavor to be stronger, but does not expect it to be the percentage that is at currently. So
Well,
being 9%, because for me, like,
I wish
Chen,
I
do you drink
had.
a lot of Malta?
I wish I had more of a mocha flavor.
Yeah, okay, that's right. You Jamaican. You normally have the cola. You have the champagne cola.
I've never had
That's
champagne
fair.
cola. I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck
I've had that. Yeah.
How is that? Sean?
So delicious. You have champagne cola? Yeah, it is actually. It's like a sharper cream soda. Like I said, there's cream soda. Champagne soda is more like a sharper version of that. You get a little like bite to it.
Bring me
Oh.
some so I can taste that out.
Oh, I like right now you're making me think of Marie's patties. Oh, Marie's patties with cocoa bread.
How do you?
Oh,
How you taste any chocolatey notes in there?
okay, so Malta actually does have. So right
'Cause
now,
I was
Chen is
reading-
saying no, but I would say drink it slowly, just because if you're used to drinking Malta,
Well, that's why I took a nice chunk of it. And I'm
Malta
just-
drinkers, you definitely would give it that, like it has this darker, deeper notes that give you chocolatey feels.
That's exactly what I did. I'm trying to taste those after notes. And there's a part here in the description that says, it begins with a light sweet note before the creamy caramel transitions into a soft mocha combined with an intense spice taste. I don't taste spices at all. The mocha is slightly there.
What up? See, that's what they don't say. So Chen is asking.
If it was a stout, it probably would have tasted slightly better.
I like the way it tastes. Like I feel
I
like
don't mind the
this
taste.
I can agree with that. But so you ever had like malta con leche condensado?
Yeah.
Think about adding leche condensado con eso. And leche condensado is just condensed milk. Condensed milk in this to turn into a dessert. Chen is shaking his head. He's like, yeah, you know what? I guess see, because I'm thinking like, because technically it's exactly. Chen and I having a conversation. It's like it's gonna get richer.
Actually, I think I'm gonna age.
Take care, Michael.
I'm gonna age the second bottle.
What do you mean gonna age it?
I'm gonna age it.
What do you mean gonna age it? We're drinking it right now. There's no aging nothing.
Bro, there's a whole nother bottle over here that ain't open.
Oh, you gonna age it longer?
Yeah. I was reading some information on here that I think I'm gonna age it.
So it's supposed to be aged?
That it's also able to be aged to enrich the taste.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it 6 to 8 months, and then I'm gonna try it again. See what we
Hope
got.
to see you then.
All right. I'm gonna give it 6 to 8 months to see what we got. But as far as what would you pair it with?
Oh, this is definitely. Ooh. I'm not even looking at that. No. No. I don't look at what they tell me to like. This definitely is something. Definitely has to do with fish. Un pecado. Something
Tilapia,
like something like nice.
some salmon.
I could definitely do with some salmon.
I could do this with
grilled
some
nicely,
smooth.
like
Yeah.
not too long, like a nice. I could do that.
Some dolphin.
hmm?
Dolphin fish.
Yes, yes, definitely do dolphin fish. Definitely something you have. I feel like in the Keys. Actually, thinking about it now, we're talking about it being a darker beer. I'd go in La Playa. I'd go in like you're going down to the Keys. You're going to. Well, not everyone's gonna be in the Keys. I know, yeah. All of y'all not from the Keys, not going to the Keys, but so if you're by the sea,
I think any well done fish platter,
depending on the fish,
and it has to be specifically like a grilled,
and not too bony. Actually,
or on top of a flat top.
Not too bony fish either.
No,
you got a lot of fishes out there that got a lot of bones. And I feel like the way you got to cook them is a little different.
Would you have with this with bacalao?
Hell no, fuck bacalao.
I just wanted to.
Sorry,
I wanted to see what you were going to say to that.
I have a hate relationship with bacalao. It made me keep away from fish for like most of my life.
All right,
until I found out about sushi, and then that's made me like eat fish again. And then now I'm eating fish more than I would normally.
Apparently, these guys also make cheese.
They make queso?
They make cheese.
Yes.
So I feel like this would pair well with multiple
stars. We need cheese for this.
I feel like this would pair very well with multiple different cheeses. No. But what would you rate this beer? Chen gave it a 3.5.
I'm still at the 3.5 with this.
You're at 3.5. I'm gonna leave it at 3.5.
But it's definitely a boozy.
I'm gonna leave it at 3.5.
A boozy Malta. Like that's. I was like, sorry. I paused because I was like, look, I was like reading the chat at the same time. It was like a boozy Malta. A good like. I enjoy this. Like definitely have this. 3.5 is not a bad score for me.
I'm gonna leave it at 3.5, and then I'm going to
You write stars.
Re-estimate it after I age it 6 to 8 months.
We need to have another show in 6 to 8 months.
We need to have another episode 6 to 8 months to see what this tastes like.
You guys, you keep us up there.
You know, this is a very interesting tasting beer. It tastes a lot like Malta.
A lot like Malta. It's definitely like a boozy Malta.
Like I'm intentionally gonna go
like
back
this
to
is
where...
this like I've always been told that it's like, oh, Malta is like the leftover of what beer was, and then when you have this, you're like, oh, this is boozy ass Malta.
I agree.
Like that, I was like, oh, this is where that part they told me they took away.
We're looking at this one. Look at this beer on their website. It looks super clear.
Well, we need to get that at some moment.
I feel like
and then put
we're
that
gonna
on
have to order
so people can see
multiple different beers from this company, so that we can.
Wait, hold on. Did they get to see the? Okay, there it goes.
I now have officially put the cup in front of the camera.
I was like, I don't think
I've been drinking the damn beer the entire time.
Just so the people on chat, it has a very dark amber color to it. Those who've had Malta before, normally it's a lot darker. Malta, it's a lot darker than this.
But it's not bad. I appreciate the taste. It has a nice color tone to it. It had just sufficient head right above the beer as it was poured.
Sounds like my life.
But it doesn't have so much head, like, the pressure's just gone wrong. Right.
So what do you give it?
I'm gonna give it same thing you guys did. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 for now.
3.5, okay.
And
Chen, you're winning right now.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 for now, and then when we age this second bottle and retaste it, let's see if it stays at 3.5, or are we gonna move it up?
Okay.
All right. Any other crazy things you got for this episode? Is it just us three? Ain't nobody else here?
I'm just gonna keep drinking. That's what I'm doing this shit.
Well, we got
everyone talking shit about me, want me to say certain words from New York.
Coffee.
I hate y'all. Shut up. You hear that from me at work enough.
Coffee. How do you say sugar?
Shut up.
Sugar.
I hate y'all. I love y'all. hate y'all at the same time. God damn.
Well, I guess that's it, guys. I think we got nothing else for this episode. 2 new beers, 1 repeater, 1 nice beer accessory for you on the go out there at a family festival.
Pick up the store, we're going to fight.
Wherever it may be. Or right by the barbecue. All right. I'm actually trying to vet or see what I can buy that I can keep it surrounded by ice at all times. Just to keep the tank cold. And then fill it up with something like Polyjuice. That'll be right there.
Polyjuice.
Yeah. But anyways, this is the end of episode 1 of 2023. Again, happy New Year's to y'all who haven't listened into our last episode. This is our first episode of the year. Y'all have a good one. We are out.
Thank you very much for listening to us on
Outdoors, Brews, and Barbecue.
And on Spotify. And on Apple Podcasts.
We
and
also on YouTube.
And on Twitch.
All of the other different
Thank you very much.
services.
People are lovely. People on chat, I adore you. We adore you.
All right. People on chat, look at that. I love how the last person at the bottom has to be.
Of
Anyways,
course.
That's it for Outdoors, Brews, and Barbecue. Y'all
Peace.
have a good one. Later.